This issue of the Palestinian refugees brings us to another issue, and that's the funding of these communities by the international community, the funding of these entities in the Middle East by the international community. UNRWA, by the way, receives about $1 billion a year in donations from Western countries. Another entity that receives massive amounts of funds from Western countries is the Palestinian Authority, which we mentioned before. In 1994, the Palestinian Authority was created. The PLO was recognized as the official representative of the Palestinian people, and they were given a job. They were given a goal, which was to create an infrastructure for an independent Palestinian state to eventually be created. And what the international community did at that time was say, we're going to start funding you so you can create modern infrastructure, create jobs, create industry, and so on and so forth, so that the basis of a proper state can be created eventually. But what happened is, over the last 19 years, from the signing of the Oslo Accords until today, more than 25 times per capita, money has been given by the international community to the Palestinian Authority than all the money given by the United States to Europe under the Marshall Plan for the complete reconstruction of the European economy after World War II. That's taking into account historic inflation rates. What that basically means in simple terms, with all the money given from the international community to the Palestinian Authority over the last 19 years, we could have reconstructed Europe's economy 25 times. So I ask you, why is the average Palestinian still living in abject poverty? Why has there been no modern industry created? Why have jobs not been created? Why has there been no investment in infrastructure? Are the Israelis the only ones to blame in this picture? We know, for instance, that Mahmoud Abbas draws a salary of $1 million a month. That, by the way, is 30 times the salary of President Barack Obama and 90 times the salary of Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We also know that his personal net worth right now is upwards of $100 million. And if he continues in the path that he's on right now, he may actually exceed his predecessor, Yasser Arafat, who, after he passed away, his personal accountants found holdings of more than $3.4 billion of cash in his private bank accounts. This is a very serious situation where this money is being funneled off into the private bank accounts of very corrupt leaders. $100 million of this budget is being paid every year to Palestinians sitting in Israeli prisons for carrying out crimes against Israel. Now, the more heinous a crime somebody carries out, the more money they're paid by the Palestinian Authority. So someone who's charged, for instance, for 3 years in prison for a relatively minor crime will receive $400 a month, whereas somebody charged with up to 30 years or more than 30 years in prison for a more heinous crime will receive $3,400 a month. That's the maximum cap. But that's a yearly salary of about $40,800 per year just for carrying out a crime against Israel. That's slightly higher than the average monthly salary in Sweden.